Hi, my name's David Luria. I'm an 84-year-old Army veteran and entrepreneur, and I'm the owner and director of a program in Washington, D.C. called the Washington Photo Safari. We've been in business since 1999, and our business consists of taking people around the monuments and the historic places in the nation's capital and showing them how to use their cameras. So basically, we are a training program for amateur photographers in how to use their cameras. We don't operate in classrooms. We do all of our stuff in the field with hands-on training for people as they're using their cameras. We do sessions, usually 2.5, 3, 4 hours, sometimes a full day, but basically they are short sessions that people can work into their own busy schedules. We've been doing this since 1999 as actually one of the first types of programs like this, a local photo tour program operated by a local photographer. I then wrote a manual on how to set this kind of thing up in other cities, and have helped photographers in 20 other cities set up local photo tour programs like mine. We've trained over 39,000 people since 1999 from 50 states and 53 countries. We've operated in 186 locations around the world, and here mainly in the States and also in Europe. It's been very popular. Almost 12,000 people have come back as repeat customers. We've gotten good reviews on Google and TripAdvisor and Viator and Airbnb and other search engines and Facebook. So it's been an extremely popular program that has really benefited the Washington community a great deal, because we've been able to help people appreciate what a beautiful city this is through the lenses of their cameras, while teaching them how to take good travel pictures when they travel to other places. So it has a double effect like that. I actually was born in Nazi Germany. We got out when I was 2 years old. I was raised in New York City and was in the Army for 3 years, and then went into the international nonprofit field and worked for CARE for many years overseas in Colombia and Panama and other international nonprofit organizations for about 34 years. And then back in 1995, I had a good job as a senior executive here in Washington, D.C. that got eliminated due to budget cuts and not having much of a pension from these nonprofit organizations. I needed the money to keep on working, so I took up my hobby of photography and became a professional architectural and event photographer, and did that quite successfully for a number of years. And then in 1999, decided it would be fun to teach other people how to use their cameras when they travel. So I created this Washington Photo Safari organization, which, as I say, has really had great success. But the pandemic came along in 2020, so our business has been cut back about 60%. People are not coming to Washington, of course. The whole tourism business has suffered a great deal, as well as my business. And then local people obviously are less reluctant to come out on indoor safaris, which many places are now closed, and reluctant to join in group safaris outdoors, although we do still do a few of them. So basically, I'm asking for some help from the Barstool Fund, and I appreciate the fact that you guys have set this fund up. It's a very good idea for small businesses like mine to help pay my own salary. This is what I depend on. This plus Social Security is how I make my living. And I have a part-time website administrator. I pay her $27 an hour for about 40 to 50 hours a week in website administration. And I have 11 other professional photography instructors who teach specialized classes for us in nature photography or portrait or travel or architecture, Lightroom, Photoshop, all different kinds of specialties in photography, and I pay them on a per job basis. So that comes to about that with the rent that I pay at the office comes to about $5,200 a month, and I would really appreciate some help from the Barstool Fund if you could help us sustain for a few more months while the pandemic goes on. People are starting to get vaccinated now. I've even been vaccinated once myself, and hope that that's going to improve our business during the year, but it's a little uncertain for the time being. So thank you so much for considering our proposal.